Artlist.io.
What's up, guys, and welcome to the gun report for the Arsenal vs Aston Villa pre-match report. Aston Villa sits 7th, we sit 2nd. Villa have been very inconsistent this season, with a negative 1 goal difference. But I mean, we beat them at Villa Park. We lost at the Emirates to Villa last season, and that cannot happen again. We have to catch Villa. Villa play Brentford. Brentford is a relatively tough game, especially away from home at the G-Tech. Pass forward suggest that we have the ability to get the win, but Villa, I mean, if you look at the results, they've won 2 times the last 3 times they've played them this season. Though we did beat them at Villa Park, so that's kind of something we got to look at the way we beat them and kind of mirror that today. I think hopefully we make a signing. I think Sesko would be the one I want before this game. I think Arteta says he is looking at options. By the time you're watching this, there'll only be 1 day before the game, so I think it is probably unrealistic to get a signing done before then. But I think Sesko is probably the most realistic at the time, or Aston. And I think Gyökeres and Isak are a step above them. But if we can bring in one of those 4, I'll be very very happy. This is their injury list: Ross Barkley, Torres, McGinn, and Carlos. So I mean, not a massive injury list compared to ours. They've won their last 3 in the league against Leicester, West Ham, and Everton. Obviously, their most recent loss was against Newcastle, and they're in good form. I think the starting 11 is interesting, especially in the attacking front, because we don't have that many options. The back line, it kind of picks itself, doesn't it now? Just because of the way our defensive performances have been pretty decent recently. But I mean, we have been leaking a few goals, but they have been pretty unlucky goals. I think the one at Tottenham was unlucky to concede. I think the one at United it came from an error, and that's something like, it doesn't go down. That can't really. An error isn't a problem with your mentality, really. So I think, and it's not a problem with your structure. It's just an error. I think Newcastle, I think that's where we went wrong. Rice and Partey worked, but I have a feeling Moreno's going to be in there just because the extra bit of bulk in midfield, I think, could do us well, especially against this very technical, I guess, Villa side who can hit you on the break. I think if we can have that, what would you say? If we can dominate midfield, I think we can dominate this game. I feel like Villa rely on hitting you on the break almost, and I feel like we saw that against City recently. But I feel like, I think the extra bulk in midfield could help us control midfield. Sterling on the right, I think you just have to. There's no other option. Havertz up front. Hopefully by then we can pick someone else. And Trossard on the left. Trossard played really well. Actually, I'm going to go Martinelli on the right. I kind of forgot about Martinelli. This is my predicted starting 11. I think the fact that we're at home just makes me feel a lot more comfortable for this game. Just the injuries, and you never really know what to expect with Villa. But I mean, we've got to be careful of the attacking players. They did just sign Malin. I don't know if he'll be playing. Bailey, obviously. I did say they were very technical and they would hit us on the break, but if you look at their midfield, they have a Nana, and then I guess they've got McGinn. Who would be their another player in midfield? I don't know. I've just had a mind blank with them. Kamara and Tielemans, obviously, probably players I forgot about. But I mean, they're both not the biggest players. Tielemans and Kamara, they can both be very damaging. I remember Tielemans against us hit a really good shot that hit the post, and they can both. I mean, Kamara's more of a defensive player than Tielemans, more of a DM, but they're both not tall. Onana's probably he is their biggest midfielder. He's probably one of their biggest players, but I just feel like if we can, what I was saying before, just like fun strength in that midfield battle, I think we can win this game. You just have to be careful of Morgan Rogers, obviously. Watkins, Bailey. I think McGinn's injured. I did just mention him. I don't think Ramsey's too much of a threat to us. There's nothing I see in Ramsey I get scared of. He doesn't seem like he's reached his peak yet. But I mean, if Mallon plays, then that'll be very, very scary because he is a good player. Obviously, ex-Dortmund. My score prediction, I think we'll win 3-1. I reckon we're gonna score first. Villa will equalise, and then we'll score one late, followed by another one late. That's my predictions. I don't really know what else to say. We need Havertz to perform, or we need to sign a striker. We need Brentford to win. And I mean, yeah, nothing else to really talk about. Thank you guys for listening to the Gunner Report, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.